Finals.
Whew. Finals week are coming up, and so many students love this time of year. That's a joke.
That's the worst joke I've ever heard.
It's the worst joke I've ever heard. Every student hates finals because you're stressed out of your mind. If you fail, you feel like you're gonna fail at life, and yes, that professor is trying to fail you. Some people say that they're not.
They're out to get you.
They're literally out to get you, your money, and your meal plan. Damion, tell me about finals, please. What's going on here?
Okay, think about this for a second. Finals, what other area of your life?
What does that do for you?
What other area of your life do you have to go to someone, pay like a few $1,000s, sit through 15 weeks worth of classes, and at the end, they basically put you through this treacherous test that basically says, yeah, you're going to have to do this all over again.
You are worth nothing, and you must repeat this. There's no... Why do finals exist? They're there to be like, oh, well, you got a good grade, or you need to get this good grade, otherwise you're not going to pass and be successful in life. Like, letters don't define who we are.
No, letters define milk.
They define milk. The grade of milk. If I got a grade B milk, B, that's a great grade in milk as well as in a score. If I got a grade A milk, that's an even better grade as far as milk.
F is for fantastic.
Yes. Is there a grade F milk?
There is not.
What does that look like?
Pretty sure there's only a grade A and D milk. I don't even know there's an A milk. You know what? You know why I don't know this?
Why?
Because I did not pass the finals for my milk class.
Oh my gosh.
I failed that class, but I did not retake it. I was like, it satisfied my humanities credits. And I was like, I'm not going to do it again.
Dairy 101.
Dairy 101.
Oh my gosh. There's only 3 neat things you need to learn in that class. Where does cheese come from? And the answer was Wisconsin and cows. And possibly goats sometimes.
Possibly goats.
That's the only thing that needed to
Here's the thing. The finals are obsolete because Google. When are you not, like, literally 3 inches away from some operating system which can go, okay, Google, bloop, tell me what's the size of the volcano? And then it tells you, and it knows exactly what volcano you're thinking of. Because
3,000 feet circumference. Google is your best friend with finals. Some people say it's your brain. Some people say it's your textbook. I like to use Google because I use that during finals.
Yeah.
During tests.
Have you heard Google's new final pen? It
writes in the answer for you.
That's what we need. I would have invested that in the very freshman year of my college if I had known that.
I would have rather spent, if let's say my tuition was $20,000, which is low relatively. I would have rather spent $20,000 on a pen that would write itself the answers for all my tests than...
Here's the problem. Do you ever take a test on something important that you need to know, supposedly, and then you get into the real world and you meet somebody who should know that thing, and then they haven't a clue, and you're like, well, that makes me feel great about the fact that I just spent the last week dying for this test. Like, they're like, you're going to need to know, like, how did the first ant learn to stand on its back legs? And then you find an ant.
What kind of a question?
Then you find an antologist, and he's like, I don't know.
Oh, man. Like, the antologist is like, I've been studying ants for years, and just this one question, how did it stand on its back legs? And you're like, oh, I know. It attracts the scent of the ants around it, causes it lean back, and it stands on its legs.
It's all a process. It kind of goes back to that age-old discussion of math, like when they told you need to know it, and then you get out in the real world, and then you just have a calculator on your phone.
Right.
They're like, you're not going to have a calculator in the real world. And it's like,
actually, yes, I am. I'm going to have multiple calculators.
It's like, I'm sorry, but obsolete. Finals just...
So what's important is, when you're going to a job interview, what job is going to be like, I need you to tell me the 3 types of rocks, otherwise you don't qualify for this position.
Yeah, why do you even have to take finals on stuff that isn't of your field?
No, it doesn't make it. So I took a geology class, And if I'm interviewing, let's just say for a video position, and they're like, tell us, we need the 3 types of rocks from you. I'm like, oh, igneous, God, don't even know what it is. They're not going to do that. It's just not going to work.
It's not a thing in the rule. It's the people are detached. So here's the thing. We're going to give you the 5 key methods to stay alive during finals week. First one. You know how
Drink
they say
a
hydrate
lot.
or die? Caffeine or fail. It's a fact. It was especially great when I was actually taking nutrition class. And then in preparation for the final, I was probably the most nutritionally deficient I had been that entire year. So, thank you, nutrition class. Second thing. You should probably figure out...
Don't get any sleep. Figure out how much you do not need to sleep, multiply it, subtract it, and then that's your answer.
If you find yourself in bed counting how many hours you have till you should be up,
Wrong.
Don't even go to
Get
bed.
up.
At that
Don't
point.
even sleep.
Don't even sleep.
Get up. I remember I studied for 11 hours straight for a final because I was afraid I was going to fail. 11 hours. I'm not exaggerating.
So
This is not even just for the... I'm serious. 11 hours straight. Granted, I did play RuneScape and listen to myself recorded, but I got 4 hours of sleep.
4 hours.
The night before because I was just worried. But sleep, don't
That's
do
honestly
it.
too much sleep at that point. No more sleep.
I wasted time. 4 hours of sleep. Come on, what's that?
3. If Netflix is open, you're probably doing it wrong. You're probably not studying.
If you're watching The Office, you're in the wrong direction. I will just help you.
You've seen that meme? It's like, yeah, I have Netflix on with study in the background. Like that. Don't be that guy. We know who that guy is because during the test, he's the one stretching, looking around, and you're like, he did not just hit a growth spurt in the middle of question 6. Okay, this guy is trying to cheat.
He did not just get really excited about the next question and start walking around the classroom.
Number 4.
Do not ever study in groups.
Yeah, don't group study.
People...
I've done that before and it doesn't work. The moment you will get you're like, okay, so we should figure out the answer to this. And they're like, that's a great idea. So let's avoid that.
And talk about something else.
Talk about something else.
Group studying actually does work. It has helped me a little. I mean, slightly.
It can.
But will
it's not nearly as effective as studying probably by yourself or with one other person.
See, well, here's the problem. Here's the dilemma. If you study by yourself, you're going to watch Netflix. If you study in a group, you're not going to even study. I feel like when I was in college, I would be like, oh yeah, let's meet and study together. Really, I was just avoiding the sense that I had to sit down and read my work. And I could actually go study and be around people. And then I felt like I got something accomplished, even though I only read a page. So the 5th one. What's our...
Number 5.
Cheat if you can? Or is that like...
That's bonus.
Oh, that's bonus.
That's bonus. That's bonus point.
If you don't know the answer,
cheat. Number 5 is you should probably study before the day before
the
your
day
test,
before the exam.
which honestly blows a lot of people's minds because they seem to think that is the most productive time to study.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. False. Not true.
I thought it... Okay. I thought you just said it was. Yeah, so 12-page paper. Let's say I got a 12-page paper due tomorrow. Or I'm sorry, due in 2 days. Do not start on it today. Start on it tomorrow. Why? Procrastination. And for those of you who know that, you're familiar with that. Start the day before. You will be stressed out of your mind. Drink a lot of coffee. Don't get sleep. This is just a recipe for disaster. So that is what professors want to set you up for. Like, make sure you read all 4,000 pages of the textbook. And it's like, okay, if I read 4,000 pages of the textbook, you wouldn't be alive by the time I'm done with this. So they're just so old. Some of these professors, man. Let's talk about that. Tell me the craziest professor you've had.
Oh my gosh. Craziest professor?
Like the most just...
I have this
weirdest...
Okay, I have this professor right now. Okay, she's crazy because she's an art professor.
Like, why are you painting the walls?
I'm not going to say that a lot of art professors are out of touch with reality, but a lot of art teachers are out of touch with reality. No, this lady, first day of class, her first thing was she made us all come up at the front of the class and dip a rock in a bowl of water. I'm not kidding you. Sit back in our chair and then discern how the rock had changed from the time we had picked it up, from the time that we put it in the water.
It just got wet.
It got wet and darker. That is it.
It doesn't. Oh my gosh. Okay. When?
Though I did notice somebody's was a Geodude, and then it evolved into a Graveler.
Graveler,
So that
went into a golem.
Yeah, it was. So they had a good time. But as for me, my rock stayed the same. How about you, craziest teacher?
Oh my gosh, I've had so many. I could write a book about them called.
You could write a book and then make kids read it.
I could write a book and then sell it to them. So when professors are like, "Oh, you need to buy my book," I'm gonna be like, "Actually, no, I'm not gonna take your class. I'm gonna write a book, and you're gonna buy it from me, and then I'll take your class."
Tell them how it is.
I'm gonna tell them how it is right now. Some of the crazy, oh man, professors I had. I had a professor that was not clear with any direction. They would say one thing and do another.
Right, you don't want clear direction.
You never want clear direction, especially when your future is on the line and you're paying thousands of dollars. You don't ever want clear direction for that. I am convinced that she was taking some kind of drugs. And I want to be careful how I say this because I feel like if I say something, it could give away of somebody that I know if they had the class. So we would just be like, "Hey, you said that we need to make a presentation about this. Can you define this for us, please? Because we don't understand." And they'd be like, "Oh, sure, yeah. Like, just do what they did over here." I'm like, "They don't even know what they did over there. So why are you having us do that?" And then she would make us split up into group projects. And here's the things I love and hate about group projects. Group projects. Okay, maybe it takes some of the pressure off of the studying you're doing. False. It adds pressure on. I can barely take care of myself. Now you're asking me to take care of 3 other people who don't know what they're doing with their life. You always have 4 people in the group projects. Do you know what those are?
The 4 people?
The 4 people in the group project.
The leader?
Number 1, the leader.
The leader.
Number 2, the slacker. Number 3, the passive person. Number 4, the no-show. And I promise you, in every single group project, you are going to have these people. I'm a leader. I want the project done. I want it done on time. And if you're going to hold me back, I will throw you under the bus. And you're not going to jeopardize my grade.
That's literally, he will throw you under the bus.
I will throw you under
He will find a bus.
The college school bus that shuttles students, I will throw you under that. You will get ran over.
And you will become the no-show of the group.
And that's why you are considered the no-show. So I guess they're the same person. That's one of the crazy experiences I had with professors. Do you have any other of those?
That's about it for me.
Okay.
I mean, there's plenty of crazy teachers out there. So here's the thing, guys. Finals will destroy you, and you will lose. With that,
in your soul,
your soul will die. It was so painful death. And with that, we just wish you the best of luck.
Yeah. So happy studying. Take our advice. Heed the warning.
And if you're suffering from senioritis and finals, well, basically you're done.
Yeah. If you
give up.
Exactly.
There's no hope.
Don't pursue life. So
anyway, well, you guys have a great week, and make sure you tune in on Mondays. We'll have new podcasts every week, and check us out. Share us with your friends.
Good luck. Bye-bye.